I don't know what you call them, but it would be covered.
With
A
those
cloth.
clothes.
Yeah.
Kabale.
Now you know. And so one power was on once in a while. I remember when we were kids, there's a time we spent maybe about 2 years without power. And even then, when we had power, we would have power for 3 hours. So they would switch on a generator from 7 to 10 p.m.
That is like a government generator?
Yes. Yeah. So the only source of power we had was that generator. I believe there were massive generators, but there were also very few families in town.
Yes.
And to date, not many people are connected to the grid, so there were fewer. But it was still a big generator because we'd be able to do many things on it. So once in a while, that UTV would switch on, and you watch everything that comes on it.
Yeah.
Everything. Black and white, a bit of rice here and there. So there was less distraction. We didn't have internet. When I went to school, believe it or not, at university for my first degree, we didn't have the luxury of internet. Now, even when I was doing law, a case, you just Google and boom, it's there.
It is there.
But people who were at school then, people would travel places, just look for a case because you had to find the hard copy. So there are a lot of things that have taken the place of parenting, and that is affecting the children. So now children talk to, see now, I don't know, there's Copilot, there's I don't know what, there's all these things give answers. So even children, one, we are not there. We were not there. And so they have Google to ask.
Uncle Google.
Uncle Google, Grandpa, everything. You call it everything. So our children are getting answers from the wrong parents.
Yeah.
So it is the fact that the community is dead. As if it's not bad enough, even the parents, we are not present for many reasons. Sometimes it's work, but also lifestyle. Yeah. We are too busy. So kids wake up very early. Kids wake up at 5 a.m. Nobody is talking. Nobody is in a mood to talk.
Everyone is still sleepy.
Yes. You come back, all of you are tired.
Not tired.
And some of us might stay a little longer to have other conversations outside home. So it's a big challenge that we're dealing with. Yeah. So I don't know. Sometimes it scares me to think about the kind of generation we'll have, because we have people who are happy on their own. Somebody, even when they are with people, the kids we have today, they are in their space. You find people now, even adults, by the way, you find people at a wedding, everybody is on their phone.
Yeah. At the wedding or a get-together,
Yes.
a friend get-together.
Yeah, you come all the way to talk to me and your phone is
like
typing away.
We should have stayed in our homes.
So it's a bit scary. It's a bit scary. I don't know what it is, but people are happy to talk to people they do not know. Talk to strangers online. Yeah. So, there are all sorts of sites. If you want to talk about, I don't like my parents, there's a group for that.
Yes.
I hate my parents, there's a group for that. So it's a big challenge that we have. And I don't know how we'll bring that sense of family, community, and all that. Yeah. But I think what we need is to cope with the realities of today. And as parents, we should be more intentional. Yes. We have more work to do with our children than our parents had to do with us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because those days, even when you lived in the city, you would have a grandparent, you would have an auntie. And somehow, even now, the close family we try to embrace to come in, some of them still don't mean well. Yeah. You would rather stay away. Yeah. So you find it being very exhausting. I think it's even what is affecting the number of children people are opting to have, because you used to have 10 children,
Yeah.
but your mother is there, your husband's mother is there, your wife's uncle, auntie, they're all there. They're busy taking care of the children. But now children have become personal responsibility. And I guess, like you said, we need to be just intentional, because I think at the end of the day, it is, you can have every sort of success, but if your children end up not being responsible citizens,
Then you failed.
I think you have failed greatly. Even when times these days people are exonerating themselves, like, no, they are people of their own.
No.
No, these are people who are supposed
No,
to be
no, no.
nurtured.
They are our products.
Exactly.
And they are a reflection of what we've passed on.
Yeah. So while it is hard to bring the community back or get things the way they were, I think it's the intentionality, understanding that it is your first and noble sole responsibility to raise a proper citizen. Because then, if this child is not a proper citizen, then what is the inheritance? The country will be gone and all that kind of stuff. I understand you're running to be a member of parliament, Kabale district.
Kabale municipality.
Kabale municipality.
Yes.
Okay. These convictions come from somewhere.
Yep.
They are formed from a certain place. And sometimes these are things we don't even say out loud, but they are the core of why you decide to take that position. From my earlier interaction with you, you don't want to be associated with the term politician. You rather want to be called a leader.
Yeah.
So now I want to understand what formed those convictions of wanting to run, wanting to be a leader. If you can take us through that journey.
I think there's a calling that one will have. I don't know if it's coming from God. I believe it is.
As you call Sir God.
Yeah. So everyone will have a calling. See, I could say the same of you. You see, like somebody will say, okay, you have a YouTube channel. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I wouldn't think of doing that. But you wake up and you think, okay, I can do this. I can do this. And somebody will ask you, why are you doing that? So everyone will have something. Let me actually call it a burden. It is a burden. What is your burden? And it comes back to the sense of community that we are talking about. And for me, it's coming from that, of you come from a certain society. There are things you think you can do. There are things you think you can change. You have what it takes to do something. So what can you do? Because I owe a lot to this community that's raised me. There are things that we should be doing as leaders. There are leaders with titles. There are leaders without titles. There are many things we'll do without titles. But it is that feeling of, I need to do more than the basics. So, and, you know, when, at the end of our lives, whenever it comes, what will be remembered? See, if I am good to my children, paid school fees, I was nice to my wife, I was a good husband, good father, did everything a good father should do. That is a story that will be told by my children if they choose to. But at the end of the day, we will be remembered for what we did that touched others.
Whom you are not responsible
Yeah, because for others, there are obligations. You see, if I don't become a good father, you know, say this, I will be labeled, he's an irresponsible father. But if I do not do any extra thing in my community, there's no labor for me. I am an individual citizen. Who cares about me? I do my bit. I pay taxes, and that's it. But I think all of us should aspire to leave something behind, and you use what you have. Like the things you do, these interviews, thank God for the internet. They will be there, even years from now. Somebody will come and say, oh, this Monica lady, she went out to look for people to tell their stories so that other people can learn. So at the end of my life, what will they say? What did Dan do? Nobody is going to write a book about me having paid school fees for my children. Absolutely not.
Not.
And nobody will thank you for that because it's expected.
It's what you are supposed to do.
It's what I'm supposed to do. Nobody gets a medal for that. Okay? And again, even that thing that I'm not talking about, it's not for medals, but it is how can you make a difference?
At least you touch somebody's life.
How can there be more dance? I don't think I wouldn't want to put myself up there, but I am somewhere better than maybe some other people.
So many other people.
So how do I use my position to benefit those out there? Sometimes it's sharing a story like this to inspire people. You know, some people will wonder, there's a child who is at a school. I went to Kabale Primary School, Kigeza High School Primary, Kigeza High School Secondary, and they are wondering, can I come from Kabale and become a lawyer? Can I? They're asking questions. People feel like, oh. So by telling your story, people realize, oh, okay, so it's possible. Because people start feeling, oh no, the people in Kampala are doing okay. These are things for people who are in Barara. No. So by telling my story, by getting involved, people get to know me. I think they will know. But I also have this firm conviction that for a society to be transformed, it needs a special set of leaders. Transformational leaders, people with a mindset of things must change, not getting by. And the reason I don't like the word politician is that politician, you're talking about a person who has made a career out of politics, not service. And we have that problem in our country, that people have made politics business. So somebody, what do you do? I'm a politician. How can you say that? Where did you go to school to learn to become a politician? Okay? For them, it's a business. And it must be profitable. So, yeah, I will do this for you for as long as I can make a difference. So we need to raise a generation of leaders who are service-oriented, not return-oriented. My satisfaction is in giving back. That's why I joined Rotary. I'm a Rotarian. These are good organizations to belong to because you're able to impact people, you're able to touch lives. But there's more you can do. Rotarians, this one, it is, no, we must do this. And I'm hoping that we can have many more leaders across the country with this kind of mindset to see how we can transform this country, take it to another level. So that is, look, it is back and forth. I don't know if I have answered your question, but I think my answer is...
Your conviction is service.
Yes, so it is in all that, but there's service, but it's also the fact that all of us must strive to make a difference. Legacy. What is it that I'll be remembered for when I'm not here? Legacy.
You know, when you say to to inspire. For example, you're having this conversation.
Yes.
You've had a long dove campaign, but you still chose to do this. So if many people would actually really care to, when you change actually life, this life is going to change someone else, and it changes someone else.
If you purpose to.
Yes.
For some people it changes, and it changes for them.
Yeah.
I think it's Miles Monroe. I think in one of his books he said that the richest place is the graveyard.
Yes.
That it has people who died with a lot of ideas. And that's one of the things that actually challenged me.
Yeah.
Why do you want to die with all these ideas that you have? If you can say it, say it. If you can do it, do it.
Yes.
And now your homeland is different from ours.
Yes.
Ours is a hill.
Yes.
So, and it's a unique place. And
Yeah.
I'll tell you how this thing is limiting. You see, growing up in this town, because everywhere you are, you're seeing a hill.
Yes.
Like when it's about to rain or in the evening, we used to believe as kids that actually the whole world is just in those hills, so that we are like in a bowl. So if somebody told you, someone has gone to Kampala, you'd think he's gone to one corner.
One of the hills.
Oh, yeah, just below somewhere there. Because our thinking was that is where the world stops. And actually, when you get to the hill, you can touch the sky.
Oh.
Now, growing up in this bowl was very limiting.
Yes.
Because you're not thinking about this. But there are things that changed. For example, I had my cousins who had gone to Makerere and stuff. They had studied these things. They come, I had a cousin who did survey. So he started working. He would come with, all these things. Okay. Then I had a cousin sister who did law, and another cousin they were lawyers. They would come in ties and suits. Yeah, these ones are at Makerere, they are studying, they are lawyers. And you start getting inspired. Then you realize, okay, wherever this Makerere is, even if it's in the other corner, but when you go there, you become a different person.
Yes.
So growing up in this kind of terrain, it is limiting, because you think that is the whole world. Everything is in there. So it is important that people who have not left this town get to know that there's life out there. I know now, of course, people exposure with internet. You can even have live, I don't know, I think, is it Google which has live things you can go?
Yes.
And now you have Meta coming up.
Yes.
It can take you to London now, and you see all these things.
Actually, most of these
AI programs or whatever they are.
you can do live and you talk to millions of people.
Yeah, so you have that kind of thing. So the environment is different, but these are still realities for many people. I'm sure in Nakasongola, where you come from, there are people who are still in their world.
Yes.
I meet today, like you said, I'm campaigning, I move around. There are people who don't have a phone.
Yes.
There are people who don't have electricity in their houses.
Absolutely.
So their world is still very much this world.
Yeah.
They live in a world that we lived in 30 years ago.
Yeah.
So they need to hear these stories. They need to hear these stories. They need to know that this
something
is
there.
possible.
There's more.
Things can get better. And I think we also need to be spreading and, sowing seeds of hope. Sometimes you feel people are hopeless. People are, you meet people and say, things are difficult, things are tough, where is the hope that things will be better? And my campaign actually is about that, selling the hope that, by the way, good things are coming. But where is your place in that good
when the things are
the things are happening? See, you keep saying we're going to become an oil producer. I can tell you a lot of money is going to come.
Yes.
But where will you be to tap into that money?
That money.
Are you going to be on the table to be part of the conversation? So what skills do you have? What connections do you have? It's all those things. And when you go down into my manifesto, you realize that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Take advantage of the opportunities you have that we never used to have.
Yes.
We never used to have a university here. As I speak today, we have about 4 universities. So whereas education is still not exactly cheap, but it is cheaper than it would have been if they had to go to Makerere. So it's still not that easily affordable, but it's more accessible and probably slightly cheaper. So that is the message that I'm giving out there. Let's prepare ourselves for the
For the
exciting future.
opportunities that
I'm
are
still
coming.
getting ready for even better things ahead. So even everyone should be getting ready for that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Honorable, you mentioned about, we are inspiring the young generation.
Yeah.
There's a pattern, I don't know if I'm the only one noticing it. And young people, I don't know if we are becoming very entitled.
Yeah.
Maybe getting used to asking Uncle Google and everything comes instantly. The youth today, they are very easy to manipulate.
Yeah.
They are very easy to be used for personal gains that do not benefit them in any sort. Or maybe sometimes we even getting it from the parents. Like for you, now you have had it firsthand. Where did this culture come from that you have to give me money for me to cast a vote? Which I think has corrupted the minds of these people. You don't even look at somebody who is coming to serve you, who is coming to lead you, but it's somebody who has given you some money. Like, how did we get here? What went wrong? That, because I've been telling I do TikTok lives. So we'll be talking about these things. And every time you're trying to bring a voice of reason, people will be like, they paid you. You're actually speaking. Because I was telling people, look, where do you think these people get all this money? So they give you the money. For them, it's an investment.
Yeah.
The moment they get those seats, they're going to reimburse themselves.
Yes.
Later, it was a business transaction.
It's business. It must be profitable.
Exactly.
You must make a difference.
Because if you're spending millions of money, and remember, some politicians, they have never even worked before.
Yeah.
They have no any other background.
Yeah.
Or maybe he was a teacher and one morning woke up, not to demean teachers, but we know their salaries. They have not done any other sort of investment to say, we are getting money from here. So where do you expect these people to get the money? And then when they get the seats, you want the services from them. But also, the other thing is, people need to understand that actually for example, you are not responsible for a road construction in Kabale municipality.
Yeah.
You can lobby, you can do this, but it is not your job as an MP. Maybe we lack civic education. Where did things go wrong?
Many things. Many things. Let me go to the politics side of it. There's the people we vote for, and there's the voter. So there's one side, on the side of the people we vote for, the politicians we are talking about. Many of them are dishonest people.
Dishonest.
Okay. So these people, they know that they will come and promise air and get away with it. So they promise air, and the voters, after a few months, after 5 years, our political calendar is 5 years. You serve a 5-year term. So you come, you promise heaven and earth, and after 5 years, you've not done a thing. Meanwhile, like you said, you went to parliament when you were a pauper.
Yeah.
You come back, you have a big car, you never had a house, now you have a house. Oh, many houses,
Yeah.
now you have all these things. So what do you think this voter is thinking. You promised that you would do X, you didn't do it. We know you went when you never had a car. Now you have the latest model. Okay. You're talking about things. You see, I'm busy now. I am in London. Now that's the talk. What is the voter supposed to think? So that's why you will hear people in our language say, "You're going to eat," literally.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
So now, this bad leader, not bad leader, this bad politician has turned the voter into somebody else. This person sees this politician as somebody who is going to take care of himself. So the thinking of this person is, sir, I know the things you're promising you will not do. And in any case, we know you're going to be paid. And maybe paid well. So, since you're going to take care of yourself, I know you'll not do anything for me, so let me get whatever I can get, whether it is a bottle of beer or a liter of milk, because I know you're getting the money and you're not going to do anything for me. So whatever I can get, I'll take that. But there's also another side of it. People are poor. Some of our people are still poor, really poor. And you will go to somebody's house, you find somebody has been with a medical condition that requires 20,000 shillings for a year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a family of 5 people. Those are 5 votes. They have somebody who has had a problem that requires 20,000. You have people who, for a good section of our people, sadly, it is still whatever they get today is what they'll eat, and they don't know about the next meal. So sometimes, now this is where the bad politicians exploit the situation. I will solve your problem.
In return.
In return, you vote for me. So we are heartless people. I will say I am, because it's hard to differentiate now. For most people, we are seen as
the same.
So we take the blame as well. So we are heartless. We exploit the misery of our people to our own advantage. But there's also another aspect. There are people who are just, there's something you are talking about. There's a small clique, a small group of people who have, I don't know, they never have enough, and anything they will pick. They are small. It's a very small group of people. But for them, they feel like, whatever is available, whatever I can get, I must get it.
Entitled.
They will just take. They'll just take. And not that they do not have. I think it's because of the scarcity mentality that we went through. You see, there are people who never had. So for that reason, there's always a void to fill. So anything they'll have, they'll pick. There's a big rat. I don't know what you call it. In Ruchiga, we call it Katwara Mafuni. It's a huge rat. That's the word in Luganda. That rat just picks things. So if it happens to get into your house, it will take a remote control, it will take a spoon, it will take anything. So I think that there are people who have a Katwara Mafuni kind of mindset of, there's a politician here. What does he have? Okay, we take. Or I will get something from this person. So, but that is a very small group. The bigger issue is the
Hunger.
dishonesty of politicians and the poverty, which is a reality. But in that poverty and returning the favor, for me, it tells me something about the people, that people are still honest. So if you've helped me,
With
I will,
20,000.
yes, which I didn't have, I will also give you what you want.
What you asked for.
But for most of these bad politicians, they are happy if the situation remains like that.
That's how they thrive.
Yes, because that's how they will easily get back to the positions they want. So that's why I was saying we need leaders who are going to change. But also going back to the issue, raised the issue of instant. You see, our generation was different. We never had many instant things. Even ATMs were not there.
Yeah.
I remember when I was at university, I was still banking in the post office. We had our savings book. You would go, you withdraw money yourself. If the post office closed on a Friday
That's it.
at 2 p.m., you'll get money on Monday. Even when these TV things came, like DSTV, I remember we used to go line up to pay, and it would be working hours. If they have closed, over. But now, even at midnight, my subscription runs out, I pay. Paying for electricity, you would go to UEB, you go line up in their office, pay. If they are closed, they are closed. But now, everything is instant. Then we start seeing instant coffee, instant noodles, instant everything. So people think even success is going to be instant.
Instant, yeah.
So anything, any shilling, wherever it is, I'll pick it. So these are also generational issues of, I need this now. And that is what has also led to this vice of corruption, that people want to get rich quick. So you see, Dan, I've been working for the last 25 years.
Yeah.
You've been working for 1 year, but you want to be done.
They want your house.
They want my
your
house,
car,
they want to
your
drive my car.
lifestyle,
They want everything.
Yeah.
So they are going to steal. And people want to rush to the quick gains. So apparently politics pays. So
Why not?
yeah, and that's why many people are desperate.
Yeah.
People are ready to kill because they need to get this. It's crazy.
Do you think our poverty is engineered? Actually, poverty has bad manners. I'm also thinking, like, even this dishonest politician,
Yeah.
could that be a result of poverty? And is poverty engineered? Can we actually get rid of poverty?
You know, when we were in school, I remember there's a popular question that was common those days. Eventually it was changed. The poverty cycle, that people are poor because they are poor. So there's that kind of mentality. So that the poverty cycle is there. So there's that. And I think I'd mentioned that people with a scarcity mentality. So poverty is in the mind, so is success. You eventually become what you are. There are people who, like that small group I was talking to you about, the people who never have enough. Actually, most of the corruption cases you hear, it is those who
Have
people
so much already.
But they are still stealing. How much do you want? How much do you want? There's that insatiable greed. You keep wanting more, you keep wanting more.
Yeah.
So there's real poverty, but there's also the poverty mentality that never goes away. You remain poor even when you are rich.
Yeah.
But you remain poor at heart, you know. So those are the thieves we have of today. Actually, the not well of people are mostly honest and decent people. But the ones who have got something, oh God, there's primitive accumulation of wealth. People just keep piling things. More money on the account, more money on the account. So the issue of poverty is a little bit complicated. There are people who are poor because they are poor. And they have no chance of breaking through. So if your child is not able to go to school, they have less chances of being employed gainfully, earning decent money. They will become casual laborers. Chances are they also, they are kind of trapped. There's that class. And there have been attempts to see if these people can be helped to break that. And that's why I said earlier at the start of this interview that education is the equalizer. So if opportunity is available for everyone, a child in Karamoja and a child in Kampala should have an equal chance.
Yes.
That's why I like this quota system of admission to universities, because it gives, you can't judge a kid going to Kampala parents. You know, you can't mark them the same way as a kid who is in a school, say in Kisoro. They have no electricity, they study once in a while, you know that kind of thing. There's unfairness in that. So I hope that some of those things will allow. The other challenge we've had, education is increasingly becoming private and also expensive.
Yes, good. Education.
Yeah. So government provision of education is the private has taken over.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that, you know, with more resources available, we'll have a situation where public schooling
Are well funded.
is well funded and takes over, so that everybody
Is
is able to,
accessible to
we
the
all
masses.
have equal opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On that same note of education, earlier we were discussing that the kind of education you had and the one we have today are actually not the same. It seems our education, it's either stuck somewhere, it is not up to the task of the issues we're actually facing today. Even then, the kind of education which was to train people, you know, for specific jobs that were available.
So yeah, one, the education system, there are two aspects to that. Whether the system is aligned to the present needs, there's a mismatch, there's a problem. And I'll talk about that. But there's also another issue of the kind of education kids today are getting. See, it's related to what we've just been talking about. Now, we used to go to school to learn. Now, kids go to school to learn how to pass exams. Those are two different things.
Yeah.
So, and it's related to these instant things. I want to pass, I want to get to the best, I want to go, you know. So the competition is on who gets the best grade. I like the way the new system has changed. I remember in the past, results would be released. I ran a radio station, and we knew that that week we were going to have a lot of business, because the schools that have registered only grade ones will be advertising. Oh, school X, Y, and Z, all our children passed in first grade. Now, this new system is different. There's nothing like we are. So I think there are some reforms that are coming in to try and help that. But this whole issue of master how to pass exams, and the focus is purely on that.
Yeah.
So you have experts at answering questions, but not understanding what they are studying. You don't need to understand. Just pass the exams,
They
get
can't
4 and go.
reason outside.
No. So they will answer all the questions, throw them, regurgitate them, and they have A's.
Yeah.
But are they better people? No.
No.
And actually, we see this as employers. Sometimes you're interviewing people, and you're like, okay, this one, you have a degree in economics, but you can't explain
Even one
demand and
policy.
supply. They can't explain that. So you have that problem. But these people have A's. So somebody
Yes.
comes to you with a first grade degree, first class degree. But they can't even express themselves.
Yeah.
So there are skills that we lack. So you have somebody now, I don't know, in our time it was, we even remember the people who got first class degrees. Today, I attend graduation ceremonies and 50 people, 60 people have first class degrees. And I'm thinking, okay, are these people brighter than us or not?
Yeah.
But the reality is when you get to interviews, you realize that this first grade
Yeah.
is one thing. So there's that bit. But also, we've grown because now there are too many universities. There's something I've been telling people, I call it the degreeism disease. That if you don't, degreeism, people want degrees.
Yes.
That if you don't have a degree, then you have no chance at life. And because of that degreeism, people want to get any degree.
Yeah.
And my child has a degree. It actually sounds very
Fancy.
convincing in Ruchiga. Mwana wanja in a degree. See, but now the issue is what degree
Can they defend a degree?
can they defend? So, and now with liberalization of education, we have all sorts of courses. So yes, you have a degree, but you have a degree in what? So where will you go? Now, there was a degree in urban planning. How many urban planners do we need?
In Uganda.
You're talking about, so you have in 1 year, one university graduating 400 people in urban planning. 500 people, development studies. Where are they going? So now I've been actually part of my manifesto, and the things I encourage people is that let's not rush to take children to universities because you want a degree.
A degree.
Or now you want a master's. Somebody just finishes bachelor's, they have not worked for a second, and quickly you go and do master's. So
Exactly.
you have somebody with a bachelor's degree and a master's degree, zero experience, and zero understanding of what they even studied.
Yeah.
So the rush to get degrees, to get these papers. I think our economy is at a level where we need more. I see people who do basics like roofing, mechanics and stuff. We're still working with people who are largely illiterate. I remember when we were roofing our house many years back, the designs were there, then this man comes and he was telling me how the architect made a mistake, that it is not possible. So I asked him, I said, now you're not the right person. He said, but we do these things all the time. I said, no, what you want to do is not on this paper. And there's a reason why the architect designed it this way. And he said, these people, now he tells me that one is theoretical, that him is the practical one. But there's no science in what he's doing. There is only repetition of what he does. That's why when you look at our houses, the roofing is almost the same. Do you know the people who are doing this? The people have not gone to, there's no explanation. You find a very high-pitched roof, and you ask why. And there's a lot of wasted space there. And you end up using more timber, more tiles, more iron sheets. But this person will tell you, this is how we do it. For a long time, Ugandans were driving. Actually, it's still the case. If you're on the road, you realize that we drive the same cars. Do you know the people who buy our cars? mechanics. Because they'll tell you, no, that's a bad car. Don't buy it. Because they don't know how to fix it, then they will tell you it's a bad car.
It's a bad car.
So we end up buying the same cars, we end up building the same houses,
You have the same mechanics,
same
the
mechanic,
house.
everything.
Yeah.
So we need now to have mechanics who have gone to school, who have a better understanding of the issues. So somebody tells you, now like most cars, you use a diagnostic kit to tell you what the problem is. But you still have somebody who is looking at a car that is, and he tells you, no, that is the thing. But you don't even have a kit. This car does not behave like the car of 1990.
Yes.
So the 1990 car, you would actually look at it and you know, that thing is broken.
Because everyone had the same
Yeah,
car.
so now, if we have mechanics who are qualified, who are trained, I think they have a better shot in life and at employment opportunity than people now with a degree in urban planning. Because where are you going? You know, as an example, I know somebody to roof a house like this, you're going to pay them maybe 40 million. That's about $10,000. So let's compare this with a teller in a small bank here in Kabale. How long does it take you to earn $10,000? Because you're going to be paid $700,000. That is $200 a month plus taxes and all. Maybe all that goes. So for you to ever touch $10,000 in earnings, if you're earning $200 per month, you will need to work for about, because in a year you earn 2-4, so you need to work 4 years for you to earn money, which this guy who is doing roofing is going to earn in 2 months. So, yeah, so we need to go back to technical. That's where the jobs are. That's where the jobs are. But all of us want to be in offices, ties on, air conditioning. That will not work. So there's a little bit of a mismatch in the available jobs and the training we are giving.
Yeah.
So that is creating a problem.
About this leadership, do you think also there is a leadership vacuum today?
Yes.
What causes that, and what can we do to fix that?
You see, now you'll hear people saying politics is a dirty game.
I was actually about to ask you that
Yeah.
question.
And indeed it is dirty.
Yeah.
So we've scared away the good leaders.
Is politics dirty?
It's
or
the players.
The players are
You see,
dirty?
the players are dirty and the game is dirty. So it is safe to say that politics is dirty as it is today.
Okay.
Okay? But it shouldn't be that way.
No.
So sometimes people ask you, do you really want to get into this? And I tell you it is. It is dirty. Sometimes you feel like, oh, why am I being dragged into this? It's the things you were saying earlier on that, you know, you become a member of parliament where you're supposed to go and legislate. And then you're expected to build roads, you're expected to pay school fees for the whole community, you're expected to build hospitals, build wells, do all sorts of things.
Literally fix every society
Everything.
need.
So a good legislator who realizes that, you know, the people I lead, this is what they expect, not the other one. So, because you will not say, oh no, by the way, I don't know. You might go and say, oh no, I was in parliament, I was very effective. People will want to know, sir, where is the well you built? So for some people, they'll feel this is not my space. So because of that, the good leaders have stayed away.
They would rather not get
They would
involved.
not. They would not. They would rather not. So I think because of that, the people we have are the brave, not the best.
The silence of a good man, like when the good people don't
When
come
they
out,
don't talk,
then foolishness flourishes or ignorance flourishes. Bringing me to a point, do you think also generally as a community, we lack civics or being taught patriotism? For example, like in Rwanda, they have this thing umuganda,
yes,
where it is community, like they are teaching them how you're supposed to take care of your community. Today in Uganda, you find a well
that the community uses,
the community uses,
but they don't want to take care of it.
something has happened. It's like government has to help us.
Government, tuyambe.
So people have shifted the responsibility entirely on the government. Do we lack patriotism? Like, this country is mine. So Uganda is still our country. Like we inherited it. We have a generation to give it to. So do you think we have to teach people to love actually their country?
You can't teach people to love the country.
Why not?
I disagree on that one fundamentally.
Why?
Do you love your mother?
I do.
Do you need lessons on how to love your mother?
No.
This is our motherland. Yeah. But you could have issues with your mother.
Yeah.
So, and that could affect the relationship you have. I think there is a problem. People are finding it difficult to love their country. And it's many things in there.
Yeah.
And again, I'll take it to the politicians. Corruption, wastage. See, there are people who feel, and I in a way agree, but not to the level of saying the well I use should go to waste because I'm waiting for government. But citizens feel like, you know what, we pay taxes. Yesterday I was we have Endeavour. There's a place called Endeavour because they sell timber in Kabale. One of the, it's called, it's Chigonchi. There's a street for timber people. So because of timber and Endeavour in
Endeavour,
Kampala,
yes,
so it's
yes.
called Endeavour as well. And talking to these people, they told me, look, we pay a lot of money
That's true.
in taxes. We have to pay for license and everything. But guess what? Told me, we don't have toilets here. So there's a mismatch. I am paying money,
Taxes.
but I get nothing.
There's nothing to show for my
Yes,
taxes.
so there's a negative relationship between your contribution as a taxpayer and what you're getting. And meanwhile, you're seeing money being wasted. So people will do bare minimum. So if we want people to, you see, it starts from up here. The people who see us here. And these are the issues. You know that I am a commissioner in Ministry of Health. You know that my salary is 3 million shillings. But my friend, the things I have,
Your expenditure and assets.
then you realize, okay, we are not at the same level. You know, there's this poem, Building the Nation. I don't know if you did literature but it's an interesting one. You should look it up. I think it was Building the Nation. I forget who the author is. But basically it was talking about this important government official, you know, going to places. They were talking about the pain of building the nation. This driver, it was actually more like a conversation around the driver is driving the big man to big meetings, They go eat a lot of food, and the man is the thing is when you're hungry and when you're too full, the behavior tends to be the same. You're
Yeah.
sleepy, you're yawning and stuff.
Yeah.
So the man has been downing chicken and beers in Nile mansions, and then he's in the back of the car, he's yawning, and then he's telling the driver who is hungry that, those are the pains of building the nation. So, we are at, some of these things begin to make sense now. So when you read like that poem and you see what it is, what is this driver supposed to make of the boss? Because he's seeing all the impunity, he's seeing all these things, but he's doing his job. He must be there to drive his boss. He has to drop his boss's children to the airport, to the good schools, to the shopping malls, to the restaurants. Meanwhile, and then he parks the car, and then he has to go to his slum. Those are the two worlds we are in. So how does this man tell the driver to be patriotic?
Wow.
Those are the realities.
It's deep.
Yeah, that's what we have. So you don't need to teach this man. This man will drive you home at midnight and it's raining. He will park this car and he walks home, and he has to be back at 6 to pick you up. Is that man a patriot or not?
No.
So it's us, the leaders, who have betrayed our people, and we've caused them to lose faith in us.
In their own, even including their country.
Including their country. Because what is there? Somebody will ask you, what is the country doing for me?
Yeah.
I've told you.
Yeah.
There's a person who you start telling, sing the national anthem. For what? This man, the child is not going to school. This man has been sick 1 year. He has no medicine. I think sometimes we're asking for too much.
Yeah.
My country should be doing something for me. And we owe it to us.
Yeah.
It should work for us. So how do we get this to work and to make people feel like they are also citizens in their own country? There are people who feel they are not. So
That's true.
we have created classes of people. So there are those of us who feel Chiuganda Chinyuma. So you have that class. Patriotism is up there. Oh, Uganda, oh, Uganda. There's somebody who does not know whether they should talk about Uganda or talk about their challenge.
Yeah.
So those are the issues.
They are busy thinking about their challenges.
Yeah.
And how to get the next meal.
And that's why sometimes these conversations will not make sense to most of these people. Because it is champagne talk. You know the things you're talking about as you're taking your champagne and everything. We call it okugamba nomuhago. Somebody. Yeah, when you're full, the kind of talk you give, you become a nation builder.
So how can that gap be bridged?
We need to start feeling for everyone. And that's why we need to come back to understand that we are not dealing with votes. We are dealing with human beings. We cannot be looking at people as voters. I think it is bad. And that's why in my campaigning, I don't want to just call anybody randomly. I can hold a rally. People come. But then I'm not dealing with people. I am dealing with votes. I have been walking and I'm still walking to people's homes. I want to see people. I don't want to see votes. So I don't want to see that is a vote. No. I want to see a person, and I know the person who is voting for me.
In their homes.
In their homes, in their communities. I have lots of videos, pictures of the places I've been to. That is the real thing. How else do you hope to change what you don't know? Many of us are detached from realities.
That's true.
You see, we'll sit here and think, oh, you know, oh, everybody has water in their houses. Oh, everybody has electricity. Oh, absolutely not. See, we are in a world, you can be seated here and life is as good as anybody, anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
You know, internet, electricity, you know, air conditioning, all these things, we can have them. But just meters away from here, it's a different world. So it creates classes within the society, the have and the have not. So we become them to some people.
Yes.
And because we are them, they cannot be like us. So the relationship between us and the others can't be the same.
When we're close.
We are not discussing the same things.
Because we don't have the same problems.
We don't have the same problems. You know, somebody is complaining about too much sugar. You know, no, put too much sugar.
They no longer
Somebody is thinking, where will my next cup of porridge come from?
come from.
So how do I sit in a meeting where I am complaining about a bad road from my car and somebody whose kid has been at home
For a whole year.
for a whole year? How do we have that discussion? How do we start being part of those people and try to be, one, to let them understand that we are not exactly privileged, that they have a chance of breaking through, but we also understand what they are going through and what can we change. So I may not be able to transform the whole community instantly, but if I can touch the lives of 3, 4, 5, then I've done something. But probably if I have an office that I can use, tap into government opportunity, and make sure that these things get to the people who should get them.
Who should know?
And I'm able to transform lives of 1,000 people. Whew, I've done something
Yes.
big. So I think, back to the question you asked me, why am I getting into this? It is the hope that I can access beyond the table of decision makers to see how we can actually make real transformation on ground. And I hope I can do that.
I think most people have lost hope in politicians.
Yeah.
That's why even now, when somebody comes, actually, you're telling them what you are going to do. They're like, what makes
They won't
you
believe
think
you.
you're so special?
They won't believe you.
So the mantle lies on you to, you know,
It's all of
to
us.
do the thing. Because I think these things can be done.
Yeah. They're doable. Very doable, by the way. Very doable.
Your campaign slogan is
Turebo Misho,
Turebo Misho, Turebe
Turebe
Hari.
Hari. Yeah.
What does that mean?
Literally translated, it's basically talking about being foresighted.
Yeah.
And like I said earlier, one, we need to be preaching a message of hope. What is ahead? Can we paint a better picture, a brighter picture of the future? People already know their realities.
Yes.
What they are looking for is there going to be a better tomorrow? And this better tomorrow is there. But somebody needs to tell them. And it's small stories like telling someone who is in P5 now that, by the way, many years ago I was in P5 in that same class where you are.
Yeah.
This is where I am today. I think you can do better. It's those small things, giving hope for a better future. I think that's what we need to preach. That's what we need to tell us, that we can do better. So the moment we keep our eyes on our feet, we will fall.
Yes.
So we need to open our eyes. Like you, the little girl in Nakasonga, looking at the endless plain, looking at the better future that we are looking for. Me looking beyond the hills. It is exactly that we need to be doing. Can we remind people that these are just hills, that there's life beyond the hills, that there's life beyond the plains where your eyes stop? So that's what I'm saying. In everything we do, these are small things. It's just a hill.
It's just a hill.
It's a hill.
You
can go over it.
Yes.
You can even drill into it and go under it.
Yeah.
It's just that. So it is not a political slogan. It is a life slogan, a life-changing slogan. In everything we do.
We should see far.
Because, our people die young. Not because we have bad genes, but because our lives can't go beyond certain points.
Yeah.
I'll tell you the life of an average Ugandan is, go to school, get a job, get married, have children, pay school fees, build a house maybe in the city, and build a house in the village where I will be buried.
Yeah.
We're too preoccupied with where we will be buried that we stake so much to make sure that when I'm being buried, it is a dignified thing. I found in the community there are groups. They call them Twezike group. Every community, Twezike is basically let's bury ourselves. Oh, my friend, every community has an active Twezike group. And it's a big thing not to be a member. So people prepare for death, but nobody is preparing for to live, to go to hospital. Because now, when you die from your Twezike group, they will give you a lot of money to cover the funeral expenses. But that Twezike cannot give you 50,000 to go and get treatment for malaria. So malaria kills you, and they give you 5 million. So we have a community that is in a hurry to die. So somebody, after they've married, got children, paid fees, built a small house in town, bought a small car, these are small things. They are easy to achieve. And they have hit the ceiling. Beyond that, you have nothing to live for. And let me tell you, the next logical thing is dying. And they die.
Of course.
Yeah. So look at people who retire. All my children are done with school. The last one is finishing university. This year I'm going to the village. And I can tell you they are moving closer to where they prepare to be buried. And they will die.
Of course.
But at 60, you still have a lot to do.
So much.
A lot to do. So that message is telling us that, hold on, you didn't retire. You just stopped doing what you were doing.
Yes.
But there's more to do,
Yeah.
and there's more to live for. So can we do more? Can we challenge ourselves to do more? If you need to go back to school, go.
Yeah.
We are going to become an oil-producing nation. We will have money. But what will you be doing in that economy? If you have to go and learn a new skill, go learn. If you have to make a good connection, make it. And then see how you tap into all these opportunities that are going to come. This East Africa community, do we keep singing the East African anthem? What does it mean? Here where we are, 22 kilometers, I'm in Rwanda. Even now, it's now coming to 11. The border is open.
It's open.
I can go. But what am I going to do there? So how prepared are we for these opportunities? So kureba mu misho okareba hari is basically that. Break the barriers that are stopping us to aspire for bigger, better things. And long life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In a nutshell, for just today,
Yeah.
where are you the best fit for this job?
I think anything you want to do is going to be in many things. One, are you prepared for it? Do you have the passion for it?
Yeah.
Have I prepared for this 100%? I think I have. Formal training. I have leadership experience as a student, as a business leader. I have the burden.
The burden.
I have the burden.
Yeah, the burden.
And that is important.
Yeah.
I want to make a difference. I want to try and make a difference. So I think a combination of those two makes me a perfect fit for this.
And the burden.
And the burden. I want to do this. I have prepared for this. I can do it.
And you're not a hungry man.
No, I'm not hungry.
With or without this, you
No.
still have a comfortable life.
No, I'm all
I
right.
think-
Actually, it is me saying, look, get out of your walls of comfort. Get out of your walls of comfort. Go out there. I send people, my friends, photos out there in the hills, in these homes, and they're saying, you man, you should be in court,
Yeah.
arguing cases. You
Yeah.
should be somewhere. No. I think there's a bigger calling
Yeah.
for me to do to try and make a difference.
Yeah.
So I think it is important that anybody who is aspiring for this is prepared for it,
Yeah.
has a real burden, and not going in to look for money. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Dan.
Yeah.
And he has a burden. I'm sounding like I'm campaigning for him, but most politicians we have seen is that they are hungry. They're going to build houses. They're going to fix things. He already has a house. He has businesses running, and things are already happening for him. So see you for the next episode, having a conversation with Dan. And I hope you got inspired. I hope you learned something, and be tuned to learn so much more.